Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner. Welcome to your Carta E-Rig dab of the day. Today is Sunday, and it is raining on the East Coast. Raining hard, going to rain all day, going to be flooding. I want to also tell you, weather like this is bad for people like us. Okay? Talk about that for a second. You've heard stories that people can tell the weather's bad weather's coming with their ankle, or their shoulder, or I have a crick in this, or wherever. Well, that's kind of the case. That's kind of reality. And if you have a bad stomach, if you have IBS, the transitional weather temperatures are incredibly bad. If you have any type of arthritis or any type of spinal or musculoskeletal issues, tends to be bad in this type of humidity as well. So I feel bad for all of you because I'm there with you. I did much too much the last 2 days. Much too much. The last 2 days, Friday and Saturday, were days that I said to myself, well, I've saved up enough energy from the week. Now it's time to let loose. And let loose for me is not much. Let loose for me is have lunch with a friend on Friday, and yesterday sit in the car with Mrs. Stoner as we go have lunch with my son. And then we came home and I passed out literally onto the sofa and chair and into the hot tub. I didn't even do another video yesterday. So what I'm going to try to do is take a lesson from this weekend. There were things that I did that I can do. Think about that. There are actually things that I can do. I can sit in a restaurant for an hour. I can. I gotta watch what I eat, but I can sit in a restaurant for an hour. That's a big thing. The other thing I think I can do is I can start trying to be with people. It's hard for me to be with people when I don't feel well. I think all of us would realize that it's very difficult when you're in the racked state of chronic pain and it's hitting you hard to put your head up and say, hi, how are you today? And they say, how are you? And you say, fine. That's probably very hard to do when you're in the throngs of pain. So sociability, anything social, is a difficult thing when you're in these states. It's not just me. So I think what you have to do is you have to weigh the need for social versus how bad you feel. And I'm not telling anybody that you got to go out and meet people. But the doctors say that if you're depressed, seeing people is very important. Not about the physical pain. It's about the mental anguish that goes along with the physical pain that makes us need people. It is not people necessarily to hug and kiss you. It is just eye contact with people. And so here's what I tell my friend who lives in Florida who's in clinical depression. Go outside, wave to your neighbor, and you take the garbage to the corner. You're down the end of your driveway. When you go into the supermarket next time, say hello to the cashier and smile. Even to the person pushing the carts out front, say, hey, how you doing? You go to get gas, say to the person handing you the credit card back, thank you. These are all ways to begin the process of being with people again, because it's a shock to your system. And one of the things that's happening, to me at least, now that I'm seeing people, is you almost go too fast. So you gotta slow down. I become very hyper around people nowadays because I'm not around a lot of people. And I'm trying to get it all in, I guess, in the short time I'm there. Well, you don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. It's just people. And just be yourself. And there's an old saying, if people won't accept you for who you are, you don't want to be accepted. So it's not about changing us to be something we're different. Oh, only people out of pain can talk to people. Right? No. But in the brain of a person in chronic intractable pain who's gained some weight, who just doesn't look the way they used to look, there's a feeling of loss of self-worth. And when that feeling of loss of self-worth comes, it's hard to deal with people. So I think it's important to start looking at ways to interact. Let's call it interact. You're not going to have major conversations, let's say, if you haven't dealt with people for a while, other than doctors. But you know what? You could start having interactions. And it was a doctor friend of mine that gave me that advice a while ago. Said, listen, you need to interact with people. I was laying here in such bad shape, so lonely. That's why I started doing YouTube back in October of last year. I started October 1st. And I did it because I was alone. So don't be alone. But if you are alone, don't worry about it. There is a way to get out of it. Go slow and try to interact with more people. Okay? Have a great day. Here's our dab of the day coming as a kiss off and a send goodbye to all of you to have a nice day today. And if you don't see a lot of people, I don't know, pick up Facebook. Pick up LinkedIn. Pick up Twitter. Pick up Instagram. And say a shout out to somebody. I'm going to make you laugh in a second. Some of the biggest smiles that I've had recently is interaction that I have had. I'm 61 years old. From people that were my friends 50 years ago at sleepaway camp. That's right. We found each other. I don't laugh often these days, but boy was I laughing. So find ways to interact with people. Find ways to start talking more, waving at people, just doing basic human contact, and it'll make you all feel better. Anybody who's been like me and who is like me, it makes you feel better. Have a great day. This is the Real Senior Stoner back at you with your Carta E-Rig dab of the day. Let's see some people. Cheers.